What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be working on the Hemi project again. I got Sam out here with me. Today we're going to be installing the timing set, the oil pump, and then just loosely putting the oil pan on just because I'm sick of oil dripping on the floor. I won't fully install it because I plan on painting the timing cover, and I don't want to do that around the pretty truck. So I'm going to set you guys up. We're going to install the timing set first, obviously, then install the oil pump, pickup, and pan, and other such things. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the oil pump that I roughly put on here, just, I don't know why, because I'm an idiot. I don't have a method to most of my things. It was shiny and new, so I thought, you know, why not? Try and do this with one hand and not destroy anything. Maybe. Jiminy Christmas, that's a long one. So my oil pump came with these little spacers. I think that's in case you have the 09 Plus block or the old school block. So anyways, so I got my timing set from Jegs. I think that's the part number, if you can read it. Probably not. Not wanting to zoom, but 055520466. It's a double roller billet timing set. It was one of the more budget friendly ones that was still billet and double roller, so that's why I went with it. Came with these guys here. I believe they are to offset the pin depending on what cam you have, because they're gonna have a alignment pin, maybe. I don't see one.
The pin?
Yeah,
it's on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So I assume that's what these are for. We're gonna find out. It did come with the timing set, so that's what I'm assuming. Don't make my mistakes if I blow my engine up and it's not what it's for. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that guy off.
Oh, that's wrong.
Oops. All right.
Whoop.
Obviously, we take that guy off. This guy has a bunch of different timing sets. We're just going to set it at the 0 there at the very top. Just dot to dot like you normally would on most motors. Although I believe the Hemi is a little different, that they don't actually line up dot to dot. It's where you have your spline like this, and then this guy is also straight up. So you won't have a dot per se to tell you that they're in line. I may be blowing smoke out my rear, but I guess we'll find out. So we figured out what those little collets are here for. It looks like they are to adjust your timing on the cam. They're all offset at a different degree. We're just going to set it up regular. So we set the concentric one. We've got the motor at top dead center. The little dot here, you probably won't be able to see, but it's pointing up. We did check rocking the piston back and forth that it was at top. I believe top dead center for the cam is pointing straight up. I guess we'll find out, hopefully. So I'm gonna set you guys up and we're gonna get this guy installed. Alright, so I think I figured out the whole timing thing. It was kind of confusing, but on the sprocket, hopefully you can see a 0 at the actual keyway, and then on the very bottom there's also a 0 at the tip of that tooth. Reading the Comp Cams double roller installation kit, it says that the keyway needs to be at 2 o'clock and the actual dot needs to be at 6 o'clock, so that seems about right. And then the actual cam has an arrow Hopefully you can see it there, right where that little dot is. And that goes at 12 o'clock. So that's how it's gonna go. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that because the chain doesn't have any markings, which is kind of a pain, but I'm sure Sam and I will figure it out, maybe. But yeah, first thing we got to do is install the plate, basically the thrust plate for the cam. There's 3 bolts. I put blue Loctite on all the threads, and it says that 250 inch-pounds is what they need to be torqued to. I don't have anything that's going that low. It's about 21 foot-pounds, and I'm just gonna give her the old
1 metric oomph.
Yep, 1 metric oomph, and we'll call it good. So I'm gonna put you over here, and we'll start putting everything together. All right, so we're gonna be putting on the thrust plate. Like I said, 3 bolts. I put some blue Loctite on them. I believe they're 13 mil head, and they're about 21 foot-pounds or 250 inch-pounds. So I'm getting them all started. Do as I say, not as I do. Obviously, I would recommend torquing these, but I'm not too worried about it. 20 foot-pounds is not a lot.
It's not a critical number to hit on something like that, I feel like.
And with the Loctite, I think it'll be just fine. So now I got all that in here. I tried to line my timing set up with the 0 here and then the arrow up here. If I line that up correctly, then this should slide in correctly, which it seems like it is, as long as I've got my timing marks correct. Maybe, I don't know. This is the nerve-wracking part, that would be nice to have instructions, but I think that's about what I'm looking for. So now I've got those all on there. I wish I could get a flashlight. So you can see the little mark there, and I marked it down here. You've got the little 0 mark at 2 o'clock. This is at 6 o'clock. This is at 12 o'clock. Now I gotta look back at the instructions for what the cam bolt needs to be torqued to, but I'm gonna put some blue Loctite on this as well. Then we gotta torque this guy on, and then goes the oil pump and all that fun stuff. So I'll get you guys back when I figure out what the torque is for this. So it looks like the GoPro decided not to record any of us installing the oil pump, the pickup tube, or the pan. So that's great. But anyways, basically we just torqued the oil pump on at, these are 11 foot-pounds each. We got blue Loctite underneath. There's little washers or spacers behind each of these. And I'm guessing that's just based on if I have the new or the old style block. Seems like it worked just fine. I guess I'll find out later.
I thought you'd be too close to the chain.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, you get a point. So I'd be too close to the chain. But anyways, these guys are 11 foot-pounds. The pickup tube bolt, both the bolt and the actual stud nut, is 21 foot-pounds. And then also the cam bolt is 90 foot-pounds. So we had Sam on the back of the motor with basically an extension into one of the bolts, holding it while I torque this guy on. I don't know exactly when the video stopped, but there's plenty of videos on this. Unfortunately, I didn't capture it all, but it also didn't capture me struggling through installing or getting the push rods to the correct length. There's plenty of videos on that as well. A good one that I referenced was the one from Modern Muscle, I believe it's called, MMX. It's a big Hemi website that does a lot of their performance parts. They have a whole tutorial on how to measure your push rod lengths. It's about a 20-minute long video. so I'm not going to go into it. But basically with my setup, the 08 and older block with the 09 and newer heads and the 75,000s gasket, I ended up with push rod lengths of 6.765 and an 8.0425 inches. Again, that's just zero lash numbers, so there's got to be some preload in there for the hydraulic lifters. Those numbers are not going to be the same for all motors, but that's what I got for mine, so I guess that's a good reference for if you guys are going to be doing something similar. But it's getting late out here. Sam and I are cold, so we're probably going to end it here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, a lot of it didn't get recorded, which kind of sucks. But we'll be sure to hopefully get everything else from the timing cover to the rear main seal, all that crap, the valve covers, intake, all that fun stuff, and I'll be sure to bring you guys back when I get to doing that. So if you guys like the video, please like the video and consider subscribing. Till next time.